Hello, for anybody who's joining in. I'm just going to let you guys trickle in, and then I'll tell you what we have planned for today's stream. As you can see, it is a little different now. We don't have the keyboard. I think you guys are going to be in for a good treat this time. I know it's been a while since we did a live stream, but we could say that this is like a relaunch of it, and I'll let you guys know what we have in store for today. It's real good to see you all. It's been a long time since we've done this. It's been about since December, so roughly 6 months. But I'm really excited to talk to you all tonight. I think you're really going to enjoy what we're going to be going over tonight. So, but yeah, right now, this is a different setup. You know, you can see me, and then I have my video capture from OBS. So I've just been doing a lot of technical things. This is a new setup for me. So if you have like any technical difficulties on your side, just bear with me. And this mic is pretty sensitive, so you have like any background noise. That's the reason why. But I think we have a couple of people in here, so I guess I'll just give you all the context of what's going on. So pretty much in this stream, what we're going to be doing is that last year, um, I recorded some videos. I'll just have the Final Fantasy background. So last year we had I recorded about 6 videos for you all, so we could so I could put them out, but I never put them out because I still had to edit them and everything. But I was thinking that what I can do is we could listen to them, and while we go through, I can give you all like small details on the arrangements that I did. There are some new pieces in there that I haven't recorded yet, but I have played them like on the streams in the past. There are some very familiar pieces that you all will recognize, obviously, and the whole perspective of the video is very different as well. So I think that you're all really going to enjoy it. Oh yeah, with the since I've been gone live streaming, the channel has gained a couple of new people. So for all that you don't know, I guess I'll give you like a brief background of who I am. So pretty much, my name is UprisingGrand. That name came from like me becoming a better musician and eventually getting a piano. So kind of like uprising, like grand piano. So like as I get better, my instrument will get better with me. So it's kind of cheesy, but I think people would, I think you all can kind of get the gist of where I'm going from. I'm classically trained. I've been playing for about 11 years now, and I really wanted to start like playing. I really gravitated towards gaming music because I'm a huge gamer at heart. So I felt like the best thing to do was to kind of combine those things. So YouTube was like an opportunity for me to just actually just share my gift and just put it out there. And I never would have imagined that I would have garnished this many people, from across the world and all that. So I really do appreciate every last one of you guys. It's very surreal too, but at the same time, it's like when you have people who share the same passions for you and actually want to support what you do it's very surreal. So with the channel, I've got a lot more traction and traffic to it. So what YouTube has done is they've made it to where I've got super chat. So I do a brief introduction. So pretty much super chat is a way that you can support me directly. And what I believe is like the more that people support the channel, I'll put right back into the channel because I don't believe in money that I donate that I pocket it because that's like very sneaky behavior in my opinion. So I feel like whatever is in the YouTube, all should be in the pool. So don't feel pressured to donate anything. Like I said, it's just fruit for thought. Don't feel like you have to because just being here is just enough. And I really appreciate every single last one of you guys. So I guess that's enough. I guess people will just naturally trickle in over the course of the video. So I guess what we can do is we can start listening to some of the videos, and so I'll shut up so we can get started. Hope you all enjoy. right. So that one was. I hope you all enjoyed. So that piece is pretty famous. That's by Frederick Chopin. He's a classical composer. He's really known for his classical works. But that piece was called Raindrop Prelude. So I know that, like I said before, that I've been classically trained, but I do a lot of classical work, but it's kind of like in the background. And every now and then, I do like to give people like a rough, just like a little taste of what I usually do. And over the past couple of years, classical music has really been like becoming very popular now. So it's really surreal when I see that. So yeah, I mean the song is pretty self-explanatory. It's called Raindrop because the note G sharp that's played over and over again throughout the piece kind of like resembles rain being dropped just repeatedly over and over and over again. That's one of the first. That's actually the first song that made me discover Chopin because I heard it back in 2007 when it was used in the Halo 3 Believe ad. So yeah, time flies, but hope you all enjoyed. So we can go on to the next piece. So actually, the next piece is well, you know what? I won't spoil the surprise. I hope you all enjoy. Before I explain what was going on in that piece, I want to give a huge shout out to my mom, Yolanda Simpson. She just supported the channel with $25 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Can we get some thumbs up for mom in the chat? If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here talking to you all. So please show your love and support for her. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. She's always been my number one fan. I can say that's where I got my musical prowess from, and my biggest critic, but my biggest fan to this day. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you 1,000 times. All right, so pretty much for people who are just coming in, oh thanks, yes, you get some support. Thanks, Paul. Oh hey, Cash. I'm yeah, I meant to say hello earlier in the stream, but yeah, I see. But it's good to see you here, Cash. Hey, I hope you all. How are you guys loving the setup? Do you like it? I know it's different since we don't have the piano in front of us. How are you liking it so far? Be honest. Give me any type of criticism, anything. Like, if this something that you would like to see more in the future, live streams will most definitely continue since I have a have a better setup in the works. Yeah. So how's like the audio? Is it too much or is it great? Say yes, no. Yeah. So anyway, so about the oh, thank you, Juan. Yeah, Yorm. That was one of my favorite arrangements that I did. Yeah, it very difficult piece. You know, with all the violin runs, Miss Kitamura, she was not playing around when she composed that piece. But I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm going to um I'm going to be probably I want to release that on Spotify probably as a single real soon. Okay, is it good? Audio's good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so for that piece that I just played. So pretty much, believe it or not, that was totally improvised on the spot. Even when I listen to it, I still get chills and I'm very shocked that I was able to like come up and like kind of tell a story. So what I did is I did want to choose like a very simple key. So I chose F major that has what has B flat has one black key in it, and I think that's a very safe it's a very safe key where you can play a lot of different diatonic chords where it doesn't sound too complex, but it sounds very tasteful. But yeah, so what I did is I kind of like mixed in like contemporary and jazz in there where you can hear like some of the dissonance in the chords and some of the runs. I did like more of a classical approach near the end. But you know, I did the motif, the bum 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 bum. Because one of my biggest inspirations, Kyle Landry, he says that when you're improvising, you want to come up with a very catchy motive, like a melody, and you want to kind of put like some variations on it throughout the time that you're playing. So I just kind of thought about that, and you know, it really went from there. Oh yeah, and by the record, the videographer that was my father. We actually did all of this last year around October, because we did want to do it on like a big open stage, like a venue, like on a acoustic piano. But since you know, last year we had the pandemic going on, we had to improvise. So funny thing is that we did all this within the space of like the living room area of my house. So it was very interesting, but I enjoyed every aspect of it. It gave me like a real studio vibe at the house. So it was real good, and it was very different than when I just post pre-recorded stuff because all this stuff was live recorded. So all I did is I just edited it afterwards. But yeah, so I guess we can do is we can go on to the next video. Got to be really emotional in this piece. How do you spell soccer? All right, when you're ready.
O C C E R.
So I'll let you all just kind of absorb what we just listened to. So I know that that piece is very famous. It's from Kingdom Hearts. It's called The Other Promise. But I had my lovely niece featured in that piece. And the funny thing is that when me and my dad were setting up the audio, we forgot we hit the wrong button. So instead of it recording the actual keyboard directly, it recorded like the camera audio. So so that's why you could hear her playing in the background. I didn't want to use it, but I was like, you know what? I felt like it would be kind of funny just to throw in a couple of little bloopers throughout the piece. So the other promise, I've been playing that piece for a long time, but I played like two versions. I know the Piano Collections version, but that version that was based on the original one. That's my arrangement, and I did take some of the some cues from Naki Yamasan. He's a pianist who performed it on the Piano Collections interview they did a couple years back. But it's a pretty repetitive song. It's not too difficult. I'll say like harmonically and musically, it's not hard. It's very overwhelming. But I would say that the hardest aspect of that piece is like the amount of technique that the left hand takes. The right hand does fill in some of the arpeggios later on in the piece, but the left hand is really like it's really taking a beating in this song. Like it starts off with triplets, and then later out throughout the piece it turns into 16th notes, then it goes into sextuplets, and eventually goes to 32nd notes at the end of the piece. So it's a very climatic, very dramatic, very overwhelming piece, which it does take a lot of time to get a shape of the runs right with the left hand. But other than that, I do plan on re-recording that because I don't want to use that piece like the actual clip that I had because I have the background noise with my lovely niece. But yeah, so that's the background of that piece. So I hope you all enjoyed it. For anybody who's coming in, we're just this is kind of like a party and chill. Watch. I'm sorry. This is a watch and listen party for some videos that I pre-recorded. I am going to release some of these on YouTube throughout the week, just so you all can watch it at your leisure. But anything, so I guess we can get into the next video. I'm sorry if I hit the mic. Let me mute myself. guys might can tell that I really I love this piece. It's like I nerd over it so much like I am now. But pretty much, so the difference between this version and the original one that I did about like I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. Um, I felt like the original version it wasn't sloppy. I feel like I listened back to the original like the original track from the soundtrack, and I played way too fast. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to play at a speed that was more faithful to the original. And I felt like the one I put out on the album is really like the standard that I set for the piece. The second phase is coming back, so I'll shut up now, and then I'll finish talking when it's done. Yeah, so I know that's a fan favorite on the channel, so I was like, you know what? Why not? We can just play through it again. So that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite pieces from the Bloodborne soundtrack. I feel like I'll say one of the things that a lot of people kind of take for granted is that it's really it can become very overwhelming because the soundtrack is just nothing but like very loud choral music and very like bombastic orchestral accompaniment with this piece in general. But what I like about this is that like the second phase is like a complete contrast to what's going on in the first phase. You know, the first phase we have the little lonely cello line. I can just just like talk through it. So you know, we're greeted by these very haunting and serene string lines. Then we have these very tremolos that I did. And then we still have all first phase, it kind of reminded me like a march, because the choir is very low with the bass singer. So I was like, you know what? Let me bring it down to the lower part of the piano, which would give it like this very somber entrance into what's to come. You know, it's very simple. Didn't want to overdo it. I'm focusing on that cello line, and that's when we get into the. And what I'm doing now is that I'm playing in unison with my hands. So pretty much, when you're playing in unison, that gives it like a very, unified tone. And then what I did is I wanted to ease this off so I could slowly transition into the big build-up. I pay very close attention to what was going on in the original, because it has these very like somber. Then I did it's kind of like hypnotic, right? So I'm kind of swaying while I'm playing, and those are polyrhythms, playing triplets in the right hand and eighth notes in the left hand. Then I did a build-up. Then I did a chromatic scale, come back down, and we can return to the tonic. And this song is in D minor as well. And then I reintroduce the intro again. The silence, and then that's when we're greeted with the second phase. I want to keep it very reminiscent of the original, keeping it intact, not overdoing it, slowly building up, still keep that drama going. You see, you're like, we're building up to something. The storm's approaching. Have chords playing, but the rhythm is getting a little more intense as we go up the keyboard. So on this part, so what I wanted to do is, I always felt that like I wanted to really gravitate towards the trumpets, because it's like dun, 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 dun. Dun dun bum 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 bum. And so what I wanted to do with the right hand, I was like, you know what? Let's have the right hand accompany for a minute before we start doing all this stuff. So what I did is I just had the right hand playing these crazy arpeggios, but I tried my best to keep it as clean, but I wanted to be as quiet because, like I said, the star of the show is the left hand because it has a melody. So let's just listen. What I like about this is that with this arrangement is that every time that I'll come back like boom 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 boom. So the composer of this is Suzuki-san. What he did is he paid close attention to the motive of this. Is that it's keeping us wanting more. That's what I loved about this. So what he did is he keeps the listener's attention to this. We return to this build up over and over and over again to the point where like we know that something big's about to come. And what we're greeted with is this. So in the original, it goes like bum bum dum bum bum ba dum dum bum bum ba dum dum. So what I wanted to do is that we have like everybody has arrived. We have the choir singing these. We have the sopranos, the altos. We have the violins, we have the trumpets, we have the timpanis going in. You know, it's like everything's just like this very big, grandiose thing. So what I do is like bum 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 bum. So what I wanted to do is to keep it intact. What I did was like, well, I have to use. This is the climax. This is where we have arrived. This is what our final destination is. So what I wanted to do is to convey this, I had to have the right hand use these really technical demanding chord changes. I mean, I call them like cascading um, chords. I'm playing power chords. Actually, it's tetra chords because there's four chords, but I'm going up and down just to kind of portray the whole thing. Like it's very, very robust. And then I have the left hand like boom, 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 boom. Like just listen. And I come back and do the yeah. See, left hand dropping down again the sixth chord. And then we have this new harmony that we've never heard before right here. Ooh. And we have the build up. Go dum, dum, dum. So and then I ended that, but then I was like, you know what? Let me do it as an original. Very reminiscent. This is kind of like a coda. You see how it sings from the right hand side to the left hand has real big jumps. And then you saw I had like a boom, 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 like arpeggio right before the beat. Just like convey like the big notes going on. Dum 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 dum. And what I love with the ending is that we have this like big build up, and then you have these very low strings like. Cause all we know when we're playing Bloodborne, it says "Prey has been." I haven't played it in a while. I think it says "Prey." Somebody help me on the chat. What does it say when you kill bosses on Bloodborne? I haven't played the game in years. Prey vanquish, I think. Let me go back through the chat and see what's going on. I know we have a lot. Oh, we have a lot of new people right here. So for anybody who's just joining in, what we're doing is this is just like a little watch party and chill, or we're just listening to some arrangements that I recorded last year, and I just got around to finishing uploading them. So I mean, not uploading them, recording them and editing them. So I was able to just give you all a sneak peek of what's to come to the channel. I'm not going to use all of these videos because some of them need to be re-recorded. I'm going to do it in the traditional sense. So some of the other ones I was going to re-record is the other promise because, like I said, the audio is scuffed. I can't use that. But other than that, yeah, these videos, it was a very good experience. Let's see. Let me go through some of the comments that I missed. Uh, your Bloodborne arrangements are some of your best work. I always come back to listen to them every once in a while. Oh, thank you, Juan. Yeah. Yeah, actually, the funny thing is that originally I wasn't going to plan on doing Bloodborne arrangements at all because I always felt that it was very it was very, very difficult for me to do it at the time because they're very ambient and has a lot of, excuse me, has a lot of empty noise and a lot of white noise going on. So it's very demanding to like really capture the essence of the piece. But I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Um, Ludwig, Yorm, Freed, and Gale are your favorites. Yeah, yeah, I'll say Gale. Gale is up there. Gale's really up there. That piece really challenged me. You know, it's about a set. I think it's like a 6 minute piece, but I did play all three of the phases twice, so I did double it. But and I did rearrange that song like at least 3 times. I did the original one, then I did the reprisal one for the album, which is closer to the original. I just added more runs in the second and the third phase, and then I have the version where it's for the Dark Soul, or that's played in the PS4 exclusive theme called the Tran- Transitory Lands, where it has like the undead walking through all the locations of Dark Souls 3. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Jason. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. The sheets, yeah, you're the. Oh yeah, praise slaughter. Thank you. It's going good, Ben. It's good to see you again. Thank you all for coming to the stream. This is really fun. Oh yeah, Alex. Yeah, the mic is mono. That's the reason why it's coming out of one side. I'm aware of that, so just bear with me. Cause I didn't want to settle for using my trash internal microphone on my computer. So it might be a little awkward. So if anything, you probably just listen to it without headphones if you're able to. If not, I'm sorry and I apologize. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, Juan, I am very yeah, I'm very familiar with the Attack on Titan soundtrack. I'm a huge fan. Yeah, his music is really good, especially his music in I believe he did the music for Demon Slayer if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But yeah. Yeah, but that is like that's Ludwig in a nutshell. The accursed holy blade. I really love that piece. And I will be uploading this to YouTube. I think this is worthy. I'm like a perfectionist at heart, but I think that this is worthy. So we'll go ahead and put that away for now. We're going to the next piece. Oh, I'll say that one for later. Y'all enjoy that. What's this one? Hmm. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good this will be a good way to change up the monotony. All right, so I hope you enjoy. All right, so that piece that was a song for you that he was it was originally written by Leon Russell, and then that version is based on the version that Donny Hathaway recorded. I have a huge fan of Donny Hathaway in the house, so whenever I play that piece, I get very nervous. But pretty much that piano arrangement is by a jazz pianist. His name is Johan Kim. And I know that you guys do hear like hints of jazz in my playing, but I'm not the most confident with jazz because it's very free spirited genre, and you have to be very spontaneous with your playing and very fluent. So it's like learning like a brand new language for me. So I do dip my toe in it every now and then, but I don't feel that I'm at the level that I really want to be with that. But that arrangement it did challenge me, but it does have some very tasteful licks in there, as you can hear, and it is a real good way to get like very like diversity in your playing, and it's a good way just to have fun, just enjoy yourself. Don't worry about the technical aspect of it. It does take technical prowess to execute some of those runs that I did, and a lot of like very slow practice. But all in all, it's a very good piece, and I think kudos to him for even arranging that, and the guy who even transcribed it as well. So it takes a lot of talent to do that. I'll say a lot of raw talent as well. But yeah, that's all I can really say on that piece. We can go into the next one. Which one is this? Oh, we were listening to that. Is the improvisation. I'll be putting that improvisation up as well. Oh yeah, I'm gonna save that for last. Oh, well, look at that. We are actually on the last piece. Yeah, so for all the songs that we've listened to, we listened to Ludwig, of course. We've listened to piano improvisation. We've listened to The Other Promise, A Song for You. We just listened to that, and we listened to Chopin's Prelude. So this last piece, I don't think it really needs any introduction. I'll just let it speak for itself, and we'll be able to pick it apart once we're done listening to it. I hope you all enjoy. Yeah, so of course, in perfect fashion, what I did is I totally butchered the climax. I mean, I've played that piece a dozen times, so I didn't really care. So I just kept it. I just kept it in just so you guys could get a good chuckle out of it. Yeah, so pretty much for people who don't know that, of course, that's Lady Maria's theme from Bloodborne. Very iconic piece, very bombastic and very colossal. Um, the one thing that I found very funny about that piece is that that's one of the few pieces that has three phases, unlike Gale's theme. And that piece has a striking resemblance to a Beatrice, daughter of the cosmos, and it does share some similarities with Yorm's theme. But there is one section of the piece that I do want to discuss, and it is the like the middle section. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, this section right here. So this section right here is very dissonant. It's nothing but tritones, and tritones a long time ago when it was considered is pretty much like it's like in between the perfect fifth and the perfect fourth. And a tritone was known as the devil's interval a long time ago. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to incorporate a very like unique sounding cadenza. So I would say that's what I thought about because pretty much cadenzas are like it's a classical term that composers use, like for example, like in piano concertos. If anybody is familiar with Tchaikovsky's piano concerto, the one that like bum 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 bum. So what he did is after everything was done, you know, like bum 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 bum. So after that part, then you have the piano. Once the orchestra is done accompanying the piano had like this very like dramatic cadenza. And so pretty much condensers are is like a way where you can like very like it's like show off where they give subtle hints to the melody that's being played throughout the piece, but at the same time it's like it's up to the musician. It's their task to give us a very display of their skills. So that's what I tried to go for with this. So this part, this is very reminiscent. It's the same intervals as tritone. And then on this right here, I use a whole tone scale. So pretty much a whole tone scale is where I use. If you follow the mouse, it might be hard for you to see. So pretty much is where you go like whole tone is where every note is a whole step apart. So it's all the black. It's like the three sets of black keys, then the next three sets of white notes. So it's only the whole tone scale only has 6 notes in it. So I was like, you know, what better way? And it doesn't have like a nice or like a happy or joyful or sad, sorrowful noise. It's more of just like it's neutral. You don't know where you're going, and we don't know where we're coming from. It's very neutral. So that was a good way for me to set up for this part. And then I just wanted to get like a little subtle incline to the next part, which we lead to phase three. We have these very big clusters being played. So yeah. Other than that, I think on my original video, I can say the same thing that I did for the same thing for Ludwig. I feel like I've played it a little too fast, and so what I did is slowed the tempo down. I was more careful with the pedal because it can get muddy right here. And this part right here, like that action being on my right hand with a pinky, I mean with 3, 4, 5. That part challenged me to no extent. It took me a long time to actually get that very smooth. Because naturally those fingers are weak. So I wanted to like go for like it's kind of like a dance, like a waltz. And I wanted to add in that eerie feeling that something's not right with the piece. In typical Bloodborne fashion. right, so that little that scale that I did right there, that is Ione Dorian Mini. That's kind of like a Locrian. That's a B flat Locrian scale right there. So that was in the original, but what I did is I wanted to add that in just so it could be very just so it could add a little flair to it. Anything else is pretty straightforward. And then we have like these very small sections where we just have like these very subtle transitions and modulations. Yeah, but yeah, that's Lady Maria for you. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this different experience. Let me know what you guys think, and we could probably do something like this in the future. For the next stream, I most definitely want to. Oh, thank you, Marker. Thank you for just coming by. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so for the next stream, I'm most definitely going to be playing for you guys because I haven't done it in a long time. I miss just chatting with you and just nerding off of video game music. But the next stream, I want it to be more like a concert. So it'll just be less of me talking and more of you just listening. So what I was thinking about doing is what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of my old arrangements and videos and practice them. And I want to do like a Soulsborne exclusive stream concert for you all. I think that'll be a good way for me to give you all like a just like a thank you letter because I really do appreciate you all for being here. It's very always fun just to talk to you guys. Let me go through some of the chat, see if I missed anything. Uh, yeah, that was Lady Maria from Bloodborne. He says, "Oh yeah, Near Automata. Yeah, I haven't played a Near Automata piece in a long time. I think the last piece that I played from Near Automata was I think it's Blissful Death, I believe. Very dark title indeed. Yeah, that's the last piece I played. That piece was actually a somebody actually wanted me to play that for him, so it was for his stream. Yeah. Yeah, I do love the music of Near Automata. It has a lot of jazz inspired themes too, but the work that Kyogo Hoshi does is very incredible. I think I butchered his name for anybody who's a fan. I apologize. Yeah. So I guess that's it for the videos. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming out. If you have any comments, questions, or concern for what's to come for the future of the channel, feel free to shoot them, and I'll do my best to answer them. But as for like the future, I got some uploads planned. Like just expect some of those videos to come up, and I do have some Kingdom Hearts music to come as well. And I am going to be posting more music on Spotify as well. Because one of the latest thing that I released was Deep Stone Lullaby. That's from Destiny 2, and it's actually doing very well on Spotify. The streams are very high. It's actually the most streamed piece that I've done, and it's the piece that's been on there the shortest amount of time. So I'm not I won't say I'm not shocked because Deep Stone Lullaby is a very beautiful piece, but since I'm known for Dark Souls music, I'm very shocked that even like Destiny rose to the top. So Destiny has some good music as well. So since that's the number one thing I know, there is a demand for Destiny music. So I do listen. I do hear you all that are fans of that franchise. So I will be paying more attention to that as well. I guess this give me time to touch up on one more topic. So pretty much, I know a lot of people are asking about sheet music. So right now, I'm working on 3 transcriptions right now, and it's Natslugo. That's Yazora's theme from Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. I'm working on sheet music for Deep Stone Lullaby, and I'm finishing up the sheet music for Scala at Kylum from Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. I do plan on doing some sheet music for Soulsborne music too. And I know some people said that they've been interested if it were to like if they were to purchase the sheet music. I don't know the whereabouts on how to do that, so I'm still doing some research on how I can get it published, and so you all see that's be a way for you all to support the channel. Like I said, any amount of support that's on the channel will give right back into videos, so it can help with like more lighting, better camera setups, better VSTs. The VST I have is pretty good too, but I say the probably the number one thing that I'm working on is getting a iPad, so I don't have to just waste a lot of money on ink because ink is not cheap, as we all know. But other than that, that's about it. So if you have like any questions, now's the time. Give me 1 second. Cash has a question. He says, "Are you thinking of doing any Yakuza music?" I'm not. I'm not too familiar with Yakuza, but I can listen to some of the music and I'll take it into consideration. Oh, appreciate it, Paul. Thanks for coming out. Cause I'm aware of Yakuza, but I've never actually played the video game, so I can listen to some of the soundtrack and see if there's anything that grabs my attention. Trying to play some background music, but my computer is not complying right now. Give me 1 second. We can play some music from. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it doesn't want to play anything. Oh well. Yeah, this is just some of the old pieces that I've recorded over the years. There's like some unfinished projects. A little sneak peek. If you see a song in there that you like, then look forward to hearing that in the future. I guess we can talk about Elden Ring. I know we haven't talked about that. Ooh, man. Elden Ring really surprised me with that trailer. I actually got the chance to look forward to it. It was very, very good. Judgment and some of the karaoke tunes are good for piano. Okay, I'll look into that Judgment. Yeah, I'm going to. I know a lot of people are requesting me to play the trailer music for the new Elden Ring trailer, but I think it might be the same thing. I think it's just like an additional. There's like an introduction to it, but I'll listen to it again and see if I can get something going on for you all. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it. So I really appreciate you all for coming out to the stream. It was real fun. I'll keep you all updated on the next stream and look forward to some new uploads on the channel. Okay. I really appreciate it. And bye. I hope you have a good night. Thanks for coming.